Hello teacher, good day. My name is Vanessa Guadalupe Hernandez Tenagua, and today I will explain about the sine and cosine functions and one example about application in real life. The sine and cosine are used in housing construction and engineering. They are applied especially for triangles that are not rectangles. Also, they are used to know the distance to the nearest fire station to the factory, and thus be able to calculate the shortest of the time. The sine function is one of the three primary functions in trigonometry. The sine x or sine theta can be as the radio of the opposite side of a right triangle to its hypotenuse. The sine theorem is a proportionality relationship between the lengths of the sides of a triangle and the sinuses of a respectively opposite angle. Cos function in a triangle is the radio of the adjacent side to that of the hypotenuse. Is one of the three main primary trigonometric functions, and it is itself the complement of sine. The trigonometry radio is used in daily life for measuring grounds, lots, and fields, measuring ground surface, making buildings perpendicular and parallel, roof inclination and roof slopes, installing ceramic tiles and stones, the height and width of the building, and light angles and sun shading. It is important to know how the sine and cosine graph looks. For this reason, the graph has been added. The theme I choose is music, as it is made up of waves of different frequencies and amplitudes, and this can be described using sine and cosine. This simple kind of wave is often called a sine wave. Three useful things to measure about a sine wave are amplitude, wavelength, and frequency. The amplitude of a wave is the size of the pressure difference it causes, as can be seen in the graph. The frequency of a sine wave is how often the wave repeats itself. It is usually measured in hertz, sometimes also called cycles per second. People will hear the frequency of a sine wave as pitch. For example, a high frequency wave will sound like a high note, while a lower frequency wave will sound like a lower note. In the diagram, the two waves in each column have the same frequency, and the two waves in each row have the same amplitude. In conclusion, I could say that the sound of sine waves is important to understand how we manage to hear the different pitches in songs.